here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Blue Hens ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beebe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the ball first. And now we get our first look at Eli Holstein. They added him in the portal from Pittsburgh. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. They'll go to the counter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Starting to feel a little pressure. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Here's Holstein to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Holstein. The short hands, it's Lewis.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Flores.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Zings it complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Eli Holstein to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein got his man out of the backfield. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Delaware's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Nick Minicucci. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Running inside, it's Ellison. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Graves. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Makes his man miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it on 1st down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Pulls it in. It's Lofton. There he goes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Holstein makes the catch. It's Martin. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein trying to make magic with his feet. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The keeper on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Holstein from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Flores. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The run inside. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Got it in the middle. It's Flores. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Hens will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Holstein. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun on third down, here's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us.
He's got it down the field. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Caught on the left side by Wilson. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Graves. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last connection left them a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Tennessee taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center in Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Blue Hens head coach at the half. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. Play fake, Holstein. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Another tough run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab in their space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throw...
Oh, a lot of space. To the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Virginia sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Finds his man. It's Graves. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Gives it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down. Here's Holstein to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Finding an escape route. Maybe some room here. The tag. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And the beatdown has ensued. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Running inside, it's Lewis. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Eli Holstein to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Holstein. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. On target. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Holstein. Snags it, and he's open. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Holstein on the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Virginia. He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Lofton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Blue Hens are rolling down the field. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Silver. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. In the red area, it's Ellison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting it.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Beebe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Throwing, Holstein. That's caught. It's Gibson. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Keeps it himself. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cavaliers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Blue Hens trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Bears the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.